Good morning, sweet world, and welcome to the No Dunks podcast presented by FanDuel. It's Friday, January 23rd, 2026. This is The Drop. I'm Jay Skeets here in the Classic Factory, and alongside me, as always, Tass Mellis.
Podcast listeners, this is for you.
Next to him, it's my top shot hot boy, Trey Kirby.
Ayo.
Ayo. And over yonder, making the magic happen, super producer, JD.
Hello.
There he is. Hey. Here we are. Hello to everybody joining us on YouTube. Hit the like button, subscribe. Podcast listeners, 5-star ratings and reviews. Fun drop today. Some worst of the week nominees.
Oh, yeah.
We got Whoa-Boy. We got Pick'em. We got Rapid Fire. But we start with What You Got.
What you got? What you got there? What you got?
Oh, man. I twisted myself into a pretzel to make these What You Gots this morning for the guys.
Yeah, these are pretty wild.
Oh, I got creative with these ones, boys. Let's start with this. The Philadelphia 76ers defeated the Rockets 128-122 in overtime last night, but we probably should have never seen the extra period. JD, if you've got it, go ahead and roll it, because in the final seconds of regulation, Maxey attempted a layup that's going to get swatted here off the backboard by Durant, but the ball hit the glass before KD touched it, which should have resulted in a goaltending call. Of course, because goaltending was not called on the play. I don't know why. It could not be reviewed. And then the refs immediately followed this up with another botched, inadvertent whistle. It was a mess at the end of this game. So just sit on that for 1 second, because we also had the Mavericks beating the Warriors, winning their fourth consecutive game. Good stuff from them. But the Dubs were up 1 midway through the fourth quarter when Draymond Green, he went crazy. He was called for a flagrant foul. Less than a minute later, another foul by Green. That was reviewed. It wasn't called a flagrant, but he sort of just went crazy, got a lot of fouls, fouled out of the game. He had 4 points, 3 turnovers, and what was a close game suddenly, ballooned into the Mavericks going on an 11-0 run, and the Warriors lose. So what was the worst performance from last night? The Rockets 76ers refereeing or Draymond Green? Tass Mellis, what you got?
I got Draymond Green. I'm not going to start by defending the referees. I'll do that in a few minutes because I don't want to start with that. Let's just talk about Draymond Green hitting people because he's too slow now. I mean, that's what it came down to. He was. He's literally just unable to keep up with the foot speed of anybody around him. So he's hitting people, and you could see it in Steph's face. I am sad. He's literally not feeling good. Maybe it's because of the Brown Town jerseys they're wearing. No, it's just because there's no Jimmy Butler. They're trying to start Brandon Podziemski in Jimmy's place since he went down. And Brandon Podziemski, you could be sad about that. He missed so many layups. I think it's 3 literal layups. Mm-hmm. Just put DeAnthony Melton into that starting lineup already. That guy is king.
Just do it.
He is so good right now. And then we'll get to a Jonathan Kuminga injury. So I just think that whole thing is far worse than what the referees did or didn't do by not calling that goaltend.
That may be true. The Sixers went on to win, like I said, so there was that.
Yes, karmic justice.
It's just weird because they always call that a goaltend so they can go and look at it.
Yes.
And suddenly they decide, John Goebel and his team, nah, we didn't think it was a goaltend, so play on.
Let me defend it. Let me defend it 1 second. Okay, because Tyrese Maxey takes it to the glass, and you know that he is literally trying to get it to the glass as fast as possible, or for sure. He doesn't let go of the ball. It's one of those, I'm getting it to the glass. Literally, his hand hits the glass. And to defend the referees, I don't know how they don't call it, but you don't see him release the ball. Is that part of it where it's literally, it doesn't come out of his hand? His hand hits the glass.
Yeah.
And then, but it is quick.
But
they should just call it.
Yeah, they always call it.
They changed the rule for this.
Call it.
Yeah.
They changed it so they could take it back, right?
Yeah,
so
they can look at it.
Yeah, exactly.
But this was like an obvious goaltend in real time.
Yeah.
It wasn't even close.
Yeah, for sure.
There's a guy standing behind. He's videotaping it. I'm sure he saw that it was clearly a goaltend. So they blew it. And like you're saying, Skeets, they usually just call it so that they can go and take a look at it. So weird that they didn't, but like we said, good stuff for the 76ers to come out and play really well in overtime and say, hey, we had the momentum anyways. We carried it over. So you could easily get derailed in a scenario like that. They didn't. That was nice.
Yeah, it was nice. It was so funny because the end of it was hilarious. I mean, I watched it live, and then they go and they allow a jump ball. They made a jump ball, and then the Sixers had 0.1 seconds after the jump ball. They stopped the clock to say you get 0.1 seconds because the buzzer went off. Anyways, I can't explain it because it's so freaking complicated. It was odd. The whole thing was odd.
Right.
But the Warriors thing that's tough, man. It's tough. Everything going on around that.
It's a sad season.
Yeah. So which one would you pick here? If you
I would pick the refs.
Okay.
I hate the refs. Even if they got it right, I'd kind of be mad at them. Why'd you stop the game? But Draymond, like, I don't know. I think Draymond's fall off. He's still a great, at the very least, playoff defender. Like, put him in a postseason scenario where you're game planning against whoever. He can frustrate people and can still be a really effective guy. But, like, over the course of an 82-game season, he's hurting you on offense. At this point, the Warriors almost have to build their offense around Draymond's weaknesses more so than Steph Curry. And that's before even Jimmy got hurt. Now they're going to need even more from him. 3 turnovers last night. They were brutal. Not even close to like being completed. He did get 5 assists, but it really should have been 3 because Steph did all the work on a couple of these. He's not going to shoot. Like, he took 3 shots maybe in the first 3 minutes and was like, okay, I didn't make any of them, so I'm tapped out from here on out. Yeah. He's just kind of become a negative player for the Warriors, and from all accounts, like, they will never trade him. Understandably, like, he's a franchise legend. He put 4 titles up in the rafters. So I get it, but like, he's holding them back as a team, and they need even more from him now that Jimmy went down, now that Kuminga even got hurt, and he's just not reliable. Somehow the Warriors are better on offense and on defense when Draymond sits this year. Right. That's bad. Yeah.
Has there ever been a guy in NBA history who has won his team more games, but maybe also lost his team more games than Draymond Green? And I'm going back, obviously, to some previous playoff runs, too, where he really hurt his team because of his antics here. But this one where he's, like, tagging Dwight Powell, like, on his rim run, but pops him. Like, he throws an elbow. He throws a little chicken wing. Powell took a shot to the gut. Did he sell it? Maybe a little bit, but
he sold it.
Because it's Draymond, like, they, of course, they're going to go look at it. That was the flagrant. Then he obviously had a harder foul right after that. Now he's trying to prevent a basket on that one. I don't think it was anything malicious. But but then he just, like, it spirals. He just cannot stop and let it go. And I think at times, like, this is not the first time we've talked about this with Draymond, like, it affects his team negatively. And it did in this game.
It did.
So
it did.
You know, I don't know if it was the main only reason they lost, but he sure didn't help their chances down the stretch.
He needs to be consistently good now with Jimmy Butler out, and that ain't going to happen. No. That's the problem. And he does have games where those threes go down. He even had a reverse layup. I thought, whoa, last night that might be pretty, but he missed. It does spiral. I don't think he deserved a flagrant foul for the tagging. Dwight Powell was sold really well, and I don't think there was a flagrant on the other one either underneath because he held the player after he hit him, but it spirals. Then he starts getting in fights with everybody.
Oh, God. So it's amazing he isn't tossed from these games half the time, too. We've talked about this
a million times. He's got such a long leash.
Oh, my God. Yeah. And maybe now they can't even hear him because I got a Britney Spears headpiece on. You can only hear him out of one ear. Yeah. Maybe that's why they're wearing them. That's a good point.
They're just like cranking up the music. Just noise canceling.
John Gobel's telling the other ref, hey, turn up my Spotify playlist, man. I don't want to hear this guy yell at me.
What do you think John Gobel listens to?
Well, we could find out.
Yeah, I'll look it up really quick. Yeah, I'll see what his favorite.
What does Gobel listen to? He like Hall & Oates or something like that, I think.
Whoa. Okay. This is actually a bit of a surprise to me. Oh. Favorite movie, The Godfather. I mean, okay. Classic. Favorite app, Amazon. But favorite musician says John Gobel enjoys hip hop, salsa, and reggaeton music.
Oh, I love John Gobel. Yeah, he's got rhythm.
I cannot picture him listening to that. All right. Respect John Gobel.
It's so hilarious when there was the in-arena interviews of players that they do, constantly. They hear these videos. They did it with Cam Whitmore for the Wizards last night. What's the first app you check in the morning? iMessage. That's so weird. Okay, man. An app. Yeah, we get it. It's an app. It's just that the app question's a weird question.
Yeah, it is.
What would you say is your favorite app?
Mail. I'm one of those who checks mail every second. My favorite real app? That's a really good question.
Yeah, what is your favorite real app? Or the one you use the most often?
Favorite spin-off app, not a built into your phone app.
Yeah.
Oh, not a native app.
Not a native app.
Look at my phone. Oh, maybe my any.do list.
You do love any.do. You've been loyal to your... Tony Parker's loyal to his sandwich. You're loyal to any.do.
What do I have to do today still? Oh, I didn't take my pills this morning.
Come on, man.
I need to drink 32 ounces of water. and I need to look into Valentine's Day decorations for the studio.
Big day.
I'll get to that later.
At least you can get 2 of those done at the same time. The pills and the water.
I usually do.
Yep.
Yeah.
Ding, ding. Take a pill, chug a bunch of water. That's the only way I drink water.
Anyway.
Jonathan Kuminga, you did allude to it. You pointed it out.
Stuck on a rug here.
Okay, that's all right.
All good.
Jonathan Kuminga left the game early after he injured his ankle, maybe I guess part of the knee as well, on a fast break there, and stepped on somebody, and then went to the baseline, told a little girl to get out of her seat.
Yeah, did he tell her to get out of her seat? He was sitting in her seat, that's for sure.
Well, he told her.
Did he?
I mean, he either used words or basically move.
But she may have got up because she didn't want to get hit.
No, he went over pretty slow. Because then he's like, uh-oh, something's wrong.
Because parents were taking photos of it.
Yeah.
Like, whoa, this is cool.
Maybe a mother or father said, Candy, get out of your seat. Yeah.
Candy.
I don't know why.
You're right.
Yeah.
He probably requested it. He probably did.
Anyway, not good.
No. The fact that he left the game. Now, he did get up and walk, and he looked fine, and it was an ankle turn. The replay showed.
Yeah.
He turned his ankle, but they called it a knee injury. I guess they're just being cautious. I think it's as simple as that.
The team is, or he is, or both.
That's a
Maybe
good question.
Yeah, it's probably all combined, just like the injury, because it was a turned ankle, but his knee bends weird too, just unstable when he landed, and then just got to sit in the stands for a little bit. They were loving it though, Candy and her mom Sandy.
Yeah, that would be cool. I'd be glad to get
what's
up.
up?
Yeah,
What's
have
up,
my
John?
seat. Well, you think they come and towel it down after he leaves and hobbles off?
I would want it toweled down. I think,
it'd be pretty gross otherwise. Just related Warriors news here. Got some Jake Fisher slop yesterday. He says the Warriors plan to target LeBron James and Giannis Antetokounmpo in the offseason. Wow.
idea. Good
Holy
idea.
crap.
Yeah.
Good idea. Strong idea by the Warriors. Any chance at all you think this happens here? Maybe one or the other? But both?
It's pretty far-fetched.
Yeah.
I think Golden State, it feels like, has been chasing Giannis for 7 years. We know that they had at least discussions, maybe not at last trade deadline, but at 2024 deadline for a LeBron to Golden State trade. And it was kind of like, what does LeBron and Rich Paul think? Because we'll let them decide.
Right.
And at that time, they said no, but a lot of reporting is coming out, kind of included in this Bus family stuff, that it's seeming like this is going to be LeBron's last year in Los Angeles. There's not a lot of places you can imagine him playing out the last season, maybe 2 of his career. Like LA is one of them. Cleveland is one of them. I think New York has to be in the mix just because he's always been linked to there back when he was holding up the hat. Remember those days? Remember those days when he came out with a New York Knicks colored shoe and they're like, he's gone. He's leaving in 2010. He's going to New York. Never happened. But you could see LeBron playing there. And I think you could see him playing with Steph Curry on the Warriors. It would require LeBron taking a massive pay cut, which maybe he would do since he's this far into his career. I think maybe LeBron is even more realistic than Giannis going to Golden State.
Okay.
I think LeBron is more realistic because the Giannis one would take a trade.
Right.
And that's a lot of money to get together to accumulate for Giannis's 58, I think he's making next year.
Well, not if it's a Jimmy contract, Jimmy Butler. Send him home to Wisconsin,
Yeah,
right?
but-
and then a
but-
bunch of draft picks. Yeah.
But if you believe in any of this slop and any of these rumors, I think they do want to keep Jimmy Butler for one more year because they're trying to get Steph to the top, to the championship. Now, it would sort of make sense. I think LeBron would want to play with anybody in the NBA. If it is anybody, it's Steph. I mean, it is the 2 guys that have been the players of this era. He played with them in the Olympics. Doesn't have to go too far to Golden State, instead of flying across the country, flying to another city. And he's a free agent, so he can sign for what he wants.
Yeah.
Now, usually he signs for the max. So that is a problem here. That being said, I think that one makes most sense.
Okay. Let's go back to Embiid before we move on to our next What You Got, because he did have a monster game.
Yeah.
Incredible game in that overtime win against the Rockets. Maxey, great as well. Kelly Oubre had a good game. But is Joel Embiid back, baby? He's putting together a string here in January over the last 15 games or so, scoring at a pretty decent clip. He rebounded a lot last night. Defense a little more engaged. What do you think about Embiid, how he's played recently?
He's having an impact, I think. And is he fully back? No, I don't think he'll ever be point a minute Embiid like he was right before he suffered these last few injuries that really kind of put him in another phase of his career, but he's played more games already than last season. He is sick. The Sixers are 6 points per 100 possessions better when he's on the court. I think he really helps Maxey. You saw a lot of two-man game from those two last night. And Embiid is like bought into setting screens. Not that he wasn't a screener during his MVP years. That was a huge part of how he got into his offense. But I like to see him inside banging. Like he's throwing down dunks and near dunks out of the post. Yep. And early in the season, it was like all they could do with him is get in the ball at the free throw line and see him do a couple of jab steps and knock down a mid-range jumper. He's a good shooter from there, so that was an easy way for him to score. But you can tell he's feeling better about his body if he's going to be banging with these big dudes like a Clint Capella down inside. He's also not dragging down their defense anymore. I think that's the bigger issue for Embiid because it does not look like he can move very well side to side, but at least he's massive. At least he rebounds. So they've done a really good job, the Sixers have, of figuring out how to play with Maxey as their number one guy, Edgecombe coming along. Paul George has just become a dirty work guy. Like, I hate to say it, but I'm starting to like Paul George right now.
Is he like to me?
He's cool now.
He's turning into like a cooler, maybe better still, like Nick Batum.
Sure.
Right? Like what
Exactly.
you're saying, doing all the dirty little work and defense and can hit threes at times. Yeah, I'm with you on that.
Starting the year, it felt like there was the team when Embiid was on the court and they had to figure out a way to fit him in, and there was a team when Embiid was off the court and they would play faster and everything was more perimeter oriented. Now they feel like a full team together. So I'm impressed with Embiid and what the Sixers have done.
And Tass, there is no better sign that Joel Embiid is feeling like Joel Embiid than when he starts trolling online. And that's what he did in this game, because I got to tell everyone the story here. Back at Eurobasket over the summer, former Sixer Furkan Korkmaz said that Joel Embiid was no longer the best center he'd ever played with. That honor now went to his countryman in Alperen Şengün. I don't think it was like an Embiid diss as much as it was like, I'm playing with Alperen Şengün. He's really awesome right now. He's helping Turkey here. So that's what he said. Of course, Embiid filed that one away, took it as a slight to some extent, let it simmer for months, and then battles Alperen Şengün, has this monster triple-double game, gets the victory. And JD, you have the photo here. After the game, posted this Instagram photo of him staring back at Şengün, had stumbled and he was falling down. And he just wrote, "Furk." So again, that's a good sign when Embiid is doing this.
Exactly right.
Right?
Yeah.
He was playing it pretty cool at the beginning of the season as he was trying to get his legs underneath him. He was not a trash talker at all. He was just trying to fit in, and as he's gotten more comfortable this season, he's gotten more comfortable online as well. Do you think Furkan Korkmaz follows Joel Embiid on Instagram?
I don't know.
I mean, he might have.
Maybe.
Yeah, I wonder if he stuck it out.
Yeah, when did he find out about this? Yeah, was he tagged in it, or did somebody send it to him? I don't even know where Furkan Korkmaz is right now.
He's playing abroad.
Okay, all right.
But he did request multiple trades from the Philadelphia 76ers. He wanted out.
Yeah.
He played there for 7 years.
That's crazy, actually.
That is crazy. That's the only part of his NBA career, 7 years. It flew by.
Wow.
Like, I just don't remember him playing 328 games, all with the Sixers, all with Joel Embiid being around.
That's a great point.
Yeah, so
They were linked.
Yeah, I wonder if that was just a straight up diss when he started playing with Alperen Şengün. He said, he's better than that guy. I mean, there's something there, probably.
I really don't think Korkmaz
him.
was doing all that, but like saying Embiid sucks when he said that comment. He's just saying Alperen Şengün is a young, talented, really good center. He's really good. And Embiid's stewing. Oh my God, how dare you? I think it's perfect Embiid. It's like a little funny. Maybe there's a little bit of like, no, I'm still the best. That's what makes him hilarious. But
listen, I hope we see Joel Embiid play for the next few months. I'm not.
Yes.
I'm holding my breath just a little bit.
Wow,
they played it differently this year in that they played it super slow from the beginning of the season. Medically, I don't know if Brian Suter can really weigh his opinion on this, but they played it well. And he is playing more often now. He's not playing in back-to-backs, but he is playing on just 1 day's rest. As he said earlier this season, he wanted to get off that plan. I want to play more often than just 2 days rest. And so he's playing a lot.
He played 46 minutes last night. I glossed over that. I mean, it was an overtime game, so more minutes were to be played, but he played the most minutes. Like, he played more than Maxey, more than a rookie in Edgecombe, more than Kelly Oubre, who played a ton. Like, that's pretty crazy, and that's a good sign.
Yeah, very good sign.
You're crazy for this one, Nick Nurse.
Yeah, I mean,
honestly, that's pretty crazy. I mean, when's the last time Embiid played over 40 minutes? Maybe it happened this year. I don't know, but I can't imagine he's done.
No, I don't think in the regular season. Probably last was a playoff matchup or something.
He played 40 minutes and 3 seconds a couple weeks ago.
Excuse me,
actually, that's crazy that he's doing that.
I'm on a game log here, but he's it has increased.
The best sign, I think, Liberty Ballers put it like this. Embiid is able to drive some winning basketball right now without having to be the franchise's sun and moon and stars. He doesn't have to be it all, right? He is, because it's sort of become Maxi's team. Edgecombe is obviously incredible rookie. These other guys, like Dominic Barlow, is one of their better players. He's a two-way guy.
He was been starting until yesterday.
Yeah,
when Kelly Oubre who came into the starting lineup and was awesome.
And he was great. So I think that's the key part here. It's not all on Joel Embiid's shoulders because you've got Maxi playing at an MVP level.
It's not all on Maxi's shoulders either.
No.
Last year it was all on his shoulders.
Oh, yeah.
But now Edgecombe changed that because he's been really good. And I can't believe the Paul George and Nicola Batum comparison.
I mean, is it crazy?
He's different. I just think immediately when you watch him, you think, wow, he makes a lot of money. But then you watch the basketball play.
Yeah, just forget about that part.
Yeah,
so he's really good.
He's contributing a lot.
That block on Şengün, was that in overtime, that one?
It was definitely late.
I think so. I think it was in overtime. Yeah. It was a hell of a block at the rim. All right, moving on. Holy moly. Next, what you got here? We'll go a little faster here, I think. Kawhi Leonard scored 24 points. Clippers survived a tight fourth quarter to beat the Lakers last night, 112-104. Clippers have now won 7 of 8 and 14 of 17 as they continued their upward climb here in the Western Conference. Also out west, Shaedon Sharpe scored 27 points as the Blazers extended their winning streak to 4 games with a solid victory over the Heat. Portland, 23-22. First time the Trailblazers are over 500 through 45 games since 2020-21 season. So a while ago. More surprising record, TK. You get us started. The Clippers at 20-24 because of that very slow start. Or the Blazers at 23-22.
Yeah, I wasn't really sure. Because are you saying Clippers surprising good or surprising bad?
I'm saying surprising good, seeing that they started 6 and
that's
whatever with
the
21
question.
or whatever.
Exactly. Yeah. Last year they were 25-19 through 44 games, so much better last season. So I think it would still be a surprise that they're under 500, but they've been good for basically 2 months at this point. Kawhi's only played 31 of their 44 games. He's 4-9 when he doesn't play. Did play last night, had a good game, but I think Harden's been looking pretty solid. The 3 ball isn't really falling for him. He did make a big one late in the game yesterday, but he's really doing a great job of getting to the rim, finishing inside, and that's something that's like come and gone for Harden as he's gotten older in his career, and right now he's been able to penetrate, set up teammates, and more importantly, get to the rim and actually finish. So I've been impressed with the Clippers. Like I've said, I think they're going to finish in the play-in tournament, if not get out of the play-in tournament. We'll see who they end up matched up with. But they've been really good for quite some time, and that's bad news for Twitter user Rich Homie Flan. On December 20th, this man tweeted, "If the Clippers go 15-3 in any stretch this season, I'll print and eat this tweet." They are 14-3 in their last 17 games, and they play the Nets at home on Sunday.
So if they win, he's got to print that tweet. He's eating a tweet.
Eat that tweet.
Eat that tweet. Eat that tweet.
Yeah.
Wow.
So I think surprising good and bad for the Clippers. They shouldn't have been this bad to start the season.
Yeah, it was weird.
They've really come around, and it's been a matter of Ty Lue figuring out the right combinations because the Clippers had a bunch of turnover. They brought in a bunch of role guys around Harden and around Kawhi Leonard. They also were probably distracted at the beginning of the season with the Kawhi investigation, which we're just going to worry about in March, I suppose.
Yeah, I guess so.
Nobody say anything until after the All-Star game, but they've turned it around. Ty Lue is just a good coach. He figures out how to get the best out of his team. It's just a problem that they started so poorly that they're behind the 8 ball trying to catch everybody else.
Rich Homie Flan. It's going to have to pull off a Matt Austin with the Linsanity shake because there was, what was it, a scroll, a degree, a piece of paper.
A diploma is what he said it was. The Harvard diploma.
Yeah.
Because it was a Jeremy Lin shake. Yeah,
so it was blended into the shake. So Rich Homie Flan can do that.
Sure.
We'll send him the link to the video if it exists. I don't know.
It does.
Yeah, okay.
Yeah. Certified classic, actually, on YouTube.
Oh, nice.
Yeah.
Nice.
Yeah, nice.
The Clippers are more surprising because as the old saying goes, no more Chris Paul, no more Chris problems. That's not a saying. That's why this is surprising that all of a sudden, after just letting Chris Paul go, they turn into this team. They've become this team that they weren't in the first couple months of the season. So it's shocking that Kawhi has had 23 straight games of 20 points or more. That's the most he's ever had consecutively in his career. And he's doing it now. He had 3 games off that he took on the road. Or he took 3 games off at the end of their road trip, said, I'm going home. All of a sudden, I'm back to playing well. Ivica Zubac also came back early from his injury that they said, he's going to be out several weeks, came back 2 weeks, and then he had 10 big offensive rebounds against the Lakers. That was very, very big to go grab second chance points that they outdid the Lakers. Yeah. There's no doubt.
He's a big reason why they have turned it around here too, Zubac.
Yeah.
Rough start to him at the start of the season.
Really rough.
Yeah, and it looked bleak. Oh, he's going to be out several weeks. He's just out 2. He's playing literally 14 days later. Yeah. So that's part of it. But also Chris Dunn back into the starting lineup. I mean, they are like last year's starting lineup. Exactly the same, but John Collins has replaced Norman Powell. And so that all is gone. They're just back to who they were with Kawhi playing a decent amount of basketball. John Collins, I don't know, his last 12 games, he's shooting nearly 70% from the floor and 62% from 3. Their bench, Kobe Sanders and Jordan Miller are balling. Mm-hmm. Now, it's not surprising that the Lakers can't hold on a lead. That's not surprising. They can't play for 48 minutes. They either blow out a team or they lose their lead, like at the end of the second quarter when there was that run by the Clippers. I think they scored like 9 straight, 17, 9, 10 in the second quarter. It's not surprising. Mm-hmm. But the effort level, the boards is concerning. I mean, and there's prayers that Austin Reeves comes back. All that to be said, the Blazers are surprising too.
Yeah, man. I'm going with the Blazers for my pick here in this What You Got, because it is funny. You said like the Clippers starting poorly maybe or slow because of the whole cap circumvention scandal surrounding them. Let's not forget the Blazers literally lost their coach right at the start of the season.
That's very true.
For a whole other scandal to do with gambling. Chauncey Billups and Tiago Splitters steps in there, and they're 23-22, and I like this team, man. They're fun because, well, they did get Denny Avdia back. Drew Holiday was back. Jeremy Grant was back. Now, Avdia left last night's game with a flare-up of his back issue. Don't love that. But Shaedon Sharpe, he's averaging 26 points per game. Sharpe is averaging 26 points per game and 7 boards over Portland's 4-game win streak. He's hitting the 3-ball right now with some consistency. Caleb Love, that guy can flat-out score. Mm-hmm. Kamara is a perfect sort of like modern wing guy, defense, can score as well. We know, or you know how much we love Donovan Clingan here on this show. He impacts winning basketball. They have the second easiest remaining schedule. The Blazers do too. So I think this is a really interesting team to watch here in the second half, and positive that they're above 500 here in the mix. So I'll go with them.
Yeah, they did a great job of recovering. They were 12-19 to start the season. They were good after the All-Star break last year, even a little prior to the All-Star break, basically since January. But since December 26th, the Blazers are 11-4, but only like 11th in offense, 10th in defense, 10th in net rating. Like, that's just an okay team realistically, but they're 6-1 in clutch games. And I think that's super impressive because, Drew Holiday has been back, but he missed a huge chunk of time, and it was like Caleb Love stepping up and getting contributions from guys that they weren't expecting. So I think the Blazers are a pretty solid team. Like, they are a top 9 locked in team. It wouldn't be surprising if they passed the Warriors. They are, looks like 2 games, 2.5 games back, or maybe a game and a half. I guess I could click on the actual standings rather than trying to do the math. Every number. No, I'm just going to completely guess here. 2.5 games.
Oh, you were right the first time.
Yeah. Exactly. Yeah. Trust yourself. Yeah. But I think they could catch the Warriors because the Warriors feel like they are struggling right now, might continue to be a struggle without Jimmy, whereas the Blazers are ascending.
Yes, it is surprising how they put all these pieces of the puzzle together, because I think that's what we're all thinking coming into this season. They don't really have offensive players. They don't. But Drew Holiday came in, made sure they played defense. I think that's a big part of it. Then you see guys like Robert Williams is playing good basketball for them. That guy's always injured. And Drew Holiday's been injured. And Scoot Henderson hasn't played a minute this season. And then, the guys like Caleb Love, I wouldn't check the stats. I mean, it feels like every box score, he's just ripping off points. He's had 20 games of 10 points or more. He's a two-way guy.
Yeah, he is good.
So that's pretty cool. And then, to all those pieces, it's led by Denny Avdia. because he's their offense. He literally is sometimes. But, other guys like Shane Sharp have been helping. So
that's why last night's win was quality, because he leaves the game and you're like, uh-oh, here we go. They might fall apart. And they went on to sort of dominate in the second half.
Sharpie.
Over the Heat. All right, next one. LaMelo Ball returned to Charlotte's starting lineup as the Hornets beat the Magic 124-97 last night. Orlando scored 41 points in the first half. They were down by a lot and never got back into it. Meanwhile, in Minneapolis, Kobe White scored 22. Josh Giddey, he's back. He had a 21 off the bench to lift the Bulls to the 120-115 win over the Timberwolves. Minnesota committed a pair of costly turnovers in the final couple minutes, or final minute, I guess I should say. So what was the worst loss, Tass? You get us started here. Magic or Wolves? What you got?
Oof. This is good. I think these last two questions have been good because it's difficult to know what this Orlando Magic team is. With the Wolves, you know that they are going to buckle at times. I mean, we always talk about it. They kind of play down to their competition, and the Chicago Bulls, they're 500. Here they are back at 500.
Yes.
Let's go!
Yeah. It is weird. Even there, it's a weird team. Like Matas Buzelis, you're sitting in the fourth quarter. They continue to do that, but they came through against the Wolves, who, again, kind of just let things go, let the rope go a little bit. We went into last night thinking that Anthony Edwards was going to have a big game against the Chicago Bulls. That did not happen. He did not have any offensive help. I mean, he had a bad game.
Yeah.
Where it was Randall and Naz Reid, and that's it. The rest of their bench, no one scored more than 3 points. Your Bones Highland, your Mike Conleys, the guys you're just waiting for somebody to score. So that's not surprising. I get the Magic. It's just difficult to know what they are at this point. You think with everybody sort of coming back, they're looking like themselves, but they got blown out. Mm-hmm. I mean, simple as that from the get-go, and they didn't do their classic Desmond Baines getting us back into this game to fight back. So they're more surprising to me.
Okay.
Yeah,
What about you,
I think
TK?
it's kind of a tough call on which is most surprising, because I think the Magic and the Wolves are both pretty inconsistent. And like you're saying, especially the Wolves play to the level of their competition. Just one day ago, I was saying, Anthony Edwards, you're the clutch player of the year. And maybe I should have looked at the Wolves as a team in the clutch. 18th in clutch rating, and that came up, clutch net rating, sorry. That came back to bite them. Last night, Naz Reid had that huge dunk, put the Timberwolves up 110-104. Minnesota scored 5 points in the last 5 minutes of this game. That has been a weird thing with the Bulls. They have been a good clutch defense the last couple of seasons. They just, get blown out for the first 43 minutes a lot of the time. But if it's in the clutch, they got a chance. And the Wolves offense can just get very, Anthony, can you save us?
Yeah.
And last night he was not able to. I don't know. I don't know if I'm super surprised, though, by the Magic. Just because when the Hornets have their guys playing, they're good on offense. And they looked great on offense last night. But a 50-36 points in the paint advantage for Charlotte. I think part of that is no Suggs, and Anthony Black kind of had a dud. But it seemed like the Hornets did a really good job getting into the paint basically anytime they wanted, moving the ball. They can be an explosive offensive team. We just saw LaMelo have a terrible game off the bench. He got the start, had a great game in this one. So I think both bad losses. Both bad losses.
That's why I asked the question, man.
They rely on Franz, and no Franz last night. I mean, that's part of it, of course. That being said, I mean, they were getting destroyed.
Yeah, they got punked.
Colin Sexton was taking it to them in the first half. Colin Sexton and LaMelo Ball playing in back-to-back, playing more minutes in the second half of back-to-back. That's a good sign. Going from the bench to the starting lineup, also a good sign. But a spanking for the Magic. Without Suggs, as you mentioned, and Franz. I mean, that's a part of it, but still.
My one note from the Bulls-Wolves game was, which one of these point guards are the Wolves going to try and trade for from the Chicago Bulls? Kobe White, Trey Jones, DeSumo, not really maybe a point guard, but you get my point here. They got three that are in trade rumors, and the Wolves could use one. I think they're to help out Anthony Edwards in the backcourt, but we'll see.
I guess Trey Jones is probably the easiest to get since he's a bench guy, but he's been really good for the Bulls, and he has a Minnesota connection. Could happen.
Oh, right. Didn't even think of that.
He's an Apple Valley guy. What a beautiful place to be.
Really?
I think so. I think that's where he's from.
Didn't know that was a place.
Billy likes playing Trey Jones. That's for sure.
He's fast.
He's good.
Very fast.
Final one. NBA insider Jake Fisher, back to Fisher here. He reported yesterday that the Pacers and Pelicans have explored various trade scenarios that would send fourth-year guard Bennedict Mathurin to New Orleans and second-year center Yves Missi to Indiana. Fisher classified the possibility as an incomplete deal framework. So maybe they're talking this one out. Potential Mathurin-Missi trade. That's not easy to say. Yay or nay? What you got, TK?
I love it. This is a great trade because this might be the kind of trades we're talking about on trade deadline day. Hopefully we get some bigger names than Ben Mathurin and Yves Missi. But Indiana, to me, is pretty much set on the perimeter, at least for their top 3 or 4 guys. Like Halliburton will be back next year. They got Nembhard locked up. Aaron Nesmith will be around. Ben Shepherd, not a great season, but like he's a solid enough role player. They definitely need something else on the interior. Missi, I think, can play fast, which would be good for playing in this Pacers system. I would say him and Jay Huff, neither of them are like true starter level, but this is a good use of the Mathurin asset because to me, I really wouldn't want to pay his next contract.
Yeah.
He's a bit of a Kuminga to me, where if he's scoring, he looks good. And if he's not scoring, there's not really much else he can bring to you. So I think this would be a good way for the Pacers to figure out a way to kind of like balance the depth of their team.
The Pelicans would need to add more salary to make any sort of deal work between the two because Mathurin does make more than Missi. But your thoughts on this?
It does make sense. Unfortunately, it is about the dollar bills. I mean, this isn't baseball like the Los Angeles Dodgers where they can sign absolutely everybody, but the Indiana Pacers don't have as much money as other teams. They just let Miles Turner go for that reason. To give Bennedict Mathurin, while they have a lot of money, while they have all these guards, doesn't really make a ton of sense. He is a little limited. There's no doubt. They tried to get him to be more of a playmaker, to be a defender. It happens at times, but not enough to give this guy a lot of money. And in restricted free agency, even though it's not a thing as much, I think somebody will say, we can pay that guy. So to get a center, which they desperately need after letting Miles Turner go, Yves Missi has not been incredible this year at all, but because Derek Queen is their future, it sort of makes sense. But I mean, the Pacers, Isaiah Jackson, Jay Huff, and I don't know if you occasionally play big with Jarris Walker at center, that ain't enough. So they have to get somebody. They may be trying to get more than just Yves Missi as the what's coming back for Bennedict Mathurin. I think they're willing to dabble somewhere else.
But you think this makes sense?
It does,
because the Pacers want a center. Maybe it's him. He did have a promising rookie season. I mean, he averaged like
as a
9
rookie,
and 8 as a rook in a lot of games. It wasn't a small sample size.
As a starter too.
But you said a lot of the games you started, right? But now he's buried because they're like, well, we're going with the Blizzard. We're going with DQ. That's sort of our guy. That's what you should do. He looks promising. So, yeah, this sort of swap where Mathurin at times has looked really good. I think a lot of people expected bigger things this year heading into the season. He was on a lot of people's lists for like, oh, he might be a most improved candidate.
Yeah.
With Halliburton out, a lot of shot opportunities.
No doubt.
And yeah, it's really just the amount of money that the Pacers, I think they have like $177 million in guaranteed money on the books. So to then give this guy a bigger deal, that's putting you in a very difficult spot. So maybe there's something here and maybe it happens. Would we do an emergency podcast for Mathurin-Missi?
I don't think so because Donut Eyes here in the stream team called it a poop fart trade.
No.
Yay or nay?
Come on, that's not a poop fart trade. These are two young guys still that fan bases and organizations you can talk yourself into. Bigger things still to come. Come on, it's not a poop fart.
It's not
trade.
a poop fart. It's not a poop fart.
When you said, I thought maybe it was a poutine for Bennedict Mathurin being Canadian, being from Montreal.
Yeah. Second day in a row we've talked about poutine. No. Second time in 3 days.
Second time in 3 days.
Okay,
Mathurin,
But it was brought up twice on that one show, so that's I'm going to count.
How about poutine for waffles trade? Yves Missi was born in Belgium.
Bang.
Yeah.
Yeah.
What would you?
I mean, it's all time of day dependent, of course.
Well, let me put
overall. I'm taking.
You've never made poutine. I'll tell you that.
I've never made poutine.
Same here. That's crazy.
A great point. Yeah,
That's what are we doing?
Great point. Nobody home makes poutine. You make a home make a waffle
All the time.
Yeah, chicken and waffles, delicious, delicious.
All right, let's hear from you
I
guys.
bet poutine is more popular in Indiana. Just guessing.
I don't know about that. I don't know. I can't get on board with that.
Hard to say.
More popular in Indiana than where?
No, the waffles are in Indiana. Who knows?
See, I don't think so because I just don't know a lot of people making poutine.
Yeah.
Waffles are being made
You're right.
every weekend across this great nation. So
all you really have to do is make the gravy. You throw the fries in the oven.
you never do it though.
No, I know. But you got to buy cheese curds.
You gotta get
it's a
curds.
big problem.
But you don't got to make curds. They just come bagged. Here you go.
Let's hear your answers for what you got, everybody. Let us know where you fall with those ones. Those were tough questions, but man, we got there in the end. That was a fun A block, guys. We'll take a break and we'll come back with the worst of the week nominees.
You can bet on anything on FanDuel. FanDuel Predicts app allows you to predict things like, let's say you predicted that no dunks would last longer than 20 years, you'd win that.
Oh, wow.
That bet does not exist, but you can bet on so many things on that app. You can bet on sports on that app. You can bet on crude oil cost, gold's cost. You can bet on the GDP in 2026 in the United States, what it's going to be. And you can bet on basketball, as I said. But also, you can bet on basketball on a regular FanDuel app. And on Fridays, they're turning it up with NBA Happy Hour. Every Friday from 6 to 7:30 p.m. Eastern, FanDuel is dropping limited time specials to get you in the zone. Boosts, bonuses, surprises, all designed to bring that Friday energy. So kickstart your weekend before the first tip when the shot clock runs out at 7:30. Maybe FanDuel should call Happy Hour the starters.
Oh!
Just for us, you know, it kicks off the night just like we used to kick off the night on NBA TV. NBA Happy Hour every Friday, 6 to 7:30 Eastern, only on FanDuel, official sportsbook partner of the NBA.
JD, have you ever made poutine?
No, I have not.
Making a poutine would be
didn't think
easier
I was
than what you
coming to
just
you,
had
eh?
to do.
Well, I was getting ready for worst of the week here.
Switch.
Switch.
That's harder than.
But you
making a
haven't.
poutine.
The answer was you haven't, yeah?
Like, it's very labor intensive. It sounds simple, but you got to fry up the fries,
Yes.
which is going to stink up your whole house.
Yes.
And you got to make the gravy, so you need a stock, you need all that. Not that it's hard. It's just time consuming.
Yeah.
I don't know. You don't got to make potatoes, really.
You got to make fries, he
You
said.
make fries.
You just put them in the oven. Just frozen.
No, you can't put them in the
Wow.
oven. You got to deep fry the fries. Test.
Yeah, you're right.
In fact, you got to blanch them first. So yes, put them in the
blanch them.
in the oven, and then you gotta
Golden Girls.
you want to make them, or don't you want to make them?
You're right.
I'm not putting McCain fries.
You're right.
For poutine. Sorry.
No,
no
Yeah,
shade.
this guy thinks poutine is like one potato, one curd on top, and here's some water gravy. Like, come on, man.
Water gravy.
Jeez. Ain't not enough people are making poutine, I think for good reason, is what we're getting at.
It's hard work.
It's a lot of work.
It's hard.
Let's get to worst of the week, JD. Come on, JD, stop talking. Let's go to worst of the week.
3 worst of the week nominees. The first one is Sixers rookie VJ Edgecombe, because he doesn't want to go into the slam dunk contest. Now, it's not just about him declining this question from the reporter as to if he's going to go in, but how quickly he said no. He shakes his head so fast. If you're on a podcast, you might not, or listening to this on a podcast, you might not see VJ Edgecombe's face as we play this clip, but he shakes it off so fast. Here's the clip, including the reporter asking the question.
If somebody asked you if you wanted to be in the dunk contest, what would your response be?
Wow.
No?
Yeah, I ain't doing it.
Was there a particular reason why you wouldn't want to participate?
Yeah. I'm good.
That's hilarious. He kind of kisses his teeth when he thinks about it. There's a quick head shake. No. This guy's a rookie. We've kind of come to accept like a third-year player saying,
As a rookie.
Nah. First 2-year players are sort of obliged to kind of do it. But this guy's a rookie saying, no. Not even thinking about it. He shook it off so fast.
The question wasn't even over before he was saying no.
Nope.
Nah.
Exactly. That being said, he then posted on Instagram. Yeah.
What?
I apparently this is real. It's a VJ.Edgecombe on Instagram. He
Is that
puts
a wall?
Yeah, what am I looking at?
Yeah, it looks like maybe a ceiling. That
Yeah,
looks like
it's a ceiling,
because
yeah.
there's a light fixture sort of. But then he puts the caption in there, like actually me and at Tyrese Maxey, he added him, might do the dunk contest with the shrug emoji. All this week, so he called himself out.
VJ Max.
Yeah.
Get him in there. Very interesting stuff. So,
We're holding out hope now? Is that what we're doing? Okay.
Yeah, yeah. Maybe he just, like you said, Trey, I mean, the guy didn't even finish his question. He was already shaking it off. So maybe he's just kind of like, I don't know, in this press sort of routine where like, I don't want to talk to you.
I think what's more likely is he said no because he doesn't want to do it. And then Maxi or Embiid or somebody in the Sixers like, come on, young kid. Come on, man. Go put on a show.
They might ask you.
Yeah.
But why'd you say me and Maxi?
Because Maxi will throw him some oops. Yeah, probably.
Yeah,
Maxi's not going in the dunk contest, I don't think.
No.
So he'll help him out.
Wasn't it him and Scotty Barnes that were like laughing and hugging each other during
Rising Stars game.
Rising Stars, yeah.
Edgecombe would be so good.
Oh, I know.
I don't know if there's many more like players. I mean, Shaden Sharp would be awesome, and there's other guys obviously, but like a rookie because the age is important when it comes to the dunk contest. No vets going in it because now we're seeing that rookies don't even want to go in it, which is odd.
Yeah.
Well, I mean, when was the last great dunk contest moment? 2016. Zach versus Aaron Gordon.
I mean, well, that's legendary. Yeah.
VJ Edgecombe was 11 years old. Like, the dunk contest hasn't been cool for the majority of his life, unfortunately.
But those were his formative years.
Yeah,
if he saw it,
I agree.
If he saw it, I don't know. Maybe it's just not a thing. Was he born in the Bahamas? Maybe it's not a thing there. Where he
was, yeah.
Oh, okay, I don't know.
How could it not be a thing?
That is
He
what are we
plays in the
talking
NBA.
about
What are you talking about?
I mean, the dunk contest on a Saturday night.
Dunking's been a thing for a while.
The dunk
It's
contest
still
on Saturday
cool.
night.
It's still awesome. And the biggest thing is go in, put on a show, win the thing maybe, heaven forbid, and watch your money pile up. You can use the dunk contest as a catapult, I believe still, to brand deals, more publicity, whatever. Like, you can. I believe you still can. But look, they don't want to be embarrassed, or they don't want to, or they want to take a break, whatever. Like, I don't know, but it's still sad.
It is.
But I actually, when we get to rapid fire, we're going to come back to the dunk contest.
All right.
Don't you worry.
This is the reaction of somebody who thinks it's cringe, right?
Yes.
He thinks that
Yes.
the contest itself is cringe. I've lived with 2 teenagers for the last 8 years. This is me asking them to do something that they simply don't want to do because they think it's stupid.
Yeah.
Like they don't care about winning it. It doesn't even matter. It's just embarrassing to even be in it.
Right.
Yeah.
Right.
Yeah.
And that's a problem.
Yeah.
Yep.
Yeah. If he's shaking his head while the guy's asking the question, he's like, I'm not even thinking about it. I don't want it.
And he's asked the question because he threw down an insane dunk in that game. That was like one of the plays of the night. One of the plays probably of the 2026, that huge dunk. So that's why you're being asked about it. You are an incredible dunker. You just threw down an incredible dunk. Would you ever go in the dunk contest? And yeah, it's not a good sign that he's like, oh, God. No.
I'm good.
That's gross.
Nah.
I'm good.
He kissed his teeth away. All such good stuff. So he might win worst of the week, but we got some other nominees. The second nominee was also very good here. The Mavs, Naji Marshall had some tummy troubles because here's the report. The reporter sends out a tweet. Quote, Naji Marshall went to the Dallas Mavericks locker room. All right.
Simple.
Yep.
Naji Marshall, after the game, he retweeted that tweet and said, quote, bathroom break. Y'all know I don't bend or break. We got poop emoji to do. Great win, fellas. Okay. And so somebody wanted some clarification. Somebody asked him, what you eat, goat? Now, I don't know if he actually meant, what did you eat? Goat or
greatest of all time.
Or what you eat? Goat? You're the goat. Probably the latter because it is Dallas Sports Talk sending that tweet to Naji Marshall, who said Chipotle crying emoji.
Yep.
So there we are. Naji Marshall ate some Chipotle and had to go to the bathroom. So
It happens.
yeah, great stuff. Great stuff.
He's
from
feeling
Naji
better
Marshall.
now. He had a massive game last night.
Yeah. And he's got one of the best floaters in the league, so not surprising. He would have to go back.
Oh, he hit 2 threes last night.
How many twos?
10.
Hey.
No, 8.
And 10 assists, 9 assists.
He had 9 assists.
Thank you to the assist from Grant Afseth for setting that up from Dallas Hoops Journal.
He had an incredible game. He shot 10 of 12, 30 points. He's going to be in the Woboy running. 9 assists, 7 boards. And no dumps last night during the game.
Or maybe at halftime.
Well, maybe at halftime.
You never know.
They counted. They added it to Basketball Reference.
Oh, cool.
Who leads the
next
league?
to game score?
Who leads the league in dumps this year? Take a guess.
Andre Drummond?
That's right.
It was between him and Gershon Yabusele for me. But it's hard to tell. Eating Chipotle before a game, that's a risky move, obviously.
Yeah.
Happened to Paul Pierce once.
Jimmy Butler last year, too. Yep.
Was that last year, the Jimmy Butler?
The
Pooh
Jimmy
stain?
Butler incident. Yep. We made a short about it.
A shart.
Yes. They call Naji Marshall the knife in Dallas.
Yes.
It's pretty good. I like it.
That is a cool nickname.
All right, final nominee here. 2 players exchanged nut kicks because the one making the headline was Karl Anthony Towns, but it was preceded by Dwight Powell kicking Karl Anthony Towns in the nuts. Dwight Powell playing a little defense, going back. His leg goes up directly into the carriage of Karl Anthony Towns. Karl Anthony Towns hits the deck, and then Karl Anthony Towns shooting a 3 and definitely kicking the guy who kicked him on purpose. Because he throws it out there. It's like
That
three
clip was
minutes
crazy.
later.
It looked like it was in rewind, doesn't it? Like because he's going, the way he's going back. Yeah.
That's a few minutes later. You could tell
Reverse,
Karl
I
Anthony
guess.
Towns wants to get Dwight Powell back, and he did.
Like crossbody kick to get
Yeah.
to Dwight Powell. He got a flagrant for that, is that right?
He did, yeah.
Wow.
Yeah, because it is to his left. He went right leg to his left. Nice kick.
Draymond's like, "Whoa, taking notes." He's like, "Oh, that's interesting. That's an interesting way to do it."
Never thought about doing it at the 3-point line.
Yeah, good stuff.
Yeah, that's a flagrant. That's worth the whistle because that was too
Yeah, it
much.
is.
You said Powell kicked Cat,
Yeah.
which he did, but he also looked like he took a knee from Cat too. On the exact same play. Like I think he took a little bit of Cat's knee to his groin because he goes down holding his junk.
Oh,
And then Cat obviously got sort of kicked on the Dwight Powell flare too.
I didn't realize
Yeah.
he was definitely not happy. Yeah,
No.
it could have been because he got a knee to the groin while
Yeah.
he was defending. So we could have had 3 kicks to the groin.
Really?
in that instance.
You count the knee. Okay, so wow, we got some. These are good nominees.
Yeah, this is a great batch.
Great batch, man.
Yeah,
Groin
BJ
batch.
Edgecombe, groin batch. BJ Edgecombe, groins, and Naji Marshall eating Chipotle. What do you think he ate at Chipotle? What gave him the runs?
Bad sour cream, maybe. The hot salsa, pretty spicy.
Not
Yeah.
poutine. They don't have poutine there. One of the sauces. I mean, there's not a lot on the
No,
on the menu.
I was gonna say. I think the
carne
answer
asada.
is just Chipotle. Yeah, that's what he
It's just
had.
a bad mix.
Went right through.
Yeah, all jumbled up in there.
All right, let's hear your actual pick for worst of the week from those 3 nominees. Whoa boy of the night, sponsored by dizzkup. Here on YouTube the other day, wanted to sponsor whatever next segment he could. Thanks. So here you go. Here's your whoa boy, and you got a good one. I'm going with Peyton Watson for whoa boy of the night.
Ballin'.
Yeah, it was a game we didn't talk about, but Peyton Watson scored a career high 35 points to lead the Nuggets to a win in Washington. Peyton Washington shot 10 of 16 from the field, 6 of 8 from deep, 9 of 10 at the line. This guy added 8 boards, 3 dimes, 4 blocks, and 2 steals in 40 minutes of action. What a game from Peyton. Wow, this guy is hooping right now.
He is absolutely hooping. It's a fair question to ask. Let's say Christian Brown and Cam Johnson get back healthy at some point because they're both still unhealthy. Both coming back soonish. Does Peyton Watson lose his starting role? I mean, he's been playing so good. Does one of those guys go to the bench? And I would probably pick Christian Brown just because Christian Brown did come back for a few games and just wasn't right. So maybe if he's not right, but I don't know. I say that all to say Peyton Watson has been incredible. Shooting a 3, handling, just looks like another player. Like this is a new version of Peyton Watson. It looks great.
The 9 of 10 at the line. That's awesome for him to get there and obviously capitalize on him. So Peyton Watson, whoa boy, there you go, dizzkup. Pick 'em tonight, Tass. Where are we going in this very close race in the month of January?
Well, geographically, we ain't going nowhere because the Phoenix Suns are coming to visit the Atlanta Hawks. They're a 2.5-point favorite coming to ATL. I'm taking ATL because they've lost 2 straight home games. This is the last game of Phoenix's road trip. Is that good? Is that bad? Good teams say, oh, it's our last game on the road trip. We got to go home strong. Well, the Atlanta Hawks, they did go to Phoenix earlier this season. It was the last game of their road trip, and they won that one. I think they kind of match up well, so I'm taking the Hawks. Shea Gilgeous-Alexander's got to bounce back.
Shea?
It's Shea Gilgeous-Alexander. Yeah, I love him. I don't know why. I think when I think he's got 3 initials, so when I think Nickeil Alexander-Walker, sometimes I say Shea. Also, wearing the same shoes out there. They're both wearing their Converse shoes. Nickeil Alexander-Walker's got to bounce back. You guys are taking Phoenix, though.
Yeah. I believe them to be the better basketball team.
Yeah. I agree. Have you ever seen a license plate in Atlanta that says NAW? It could literally be Nickeil Alexander-Walker.
I haven't.
Yeah, keep your eyes peeled.
I will. Dylan Brooks celebrated his birthday yesterday here in Atlanta.
That's why I took
to get a little
the
too
Hawks.
much fun, maybe.
Probably.
They're out partying.
Maybe.
For sure.
We'll see. All right, so Tass has the Hawks, got some points to play with as a home dog. Trey and I have Phoenix to win by 3 or more. Trey's 9-6, I'm 8-7. Tass is 7-8, so very, very close here in our pick'em battle. Okay, let's go to some rapid fire fun. Tass, you got the questions this week.
Here we go. Vince Carter and Tracy McGrady are starting a new podcast called Cousins. What other relatives should start a podcast together, and what should it be called, Skeets?
Give me Julian and Justin Champagny, all right? The twin brothers from Staten Island, I think is where they're from. They play for the Spurs and the Wizards, respectively. They should have a podcast called 2 Cents. Sham, penny.
Hey.
2 pennies.
2 pennies.
2 cents.
That's not bad at all.
Pretty good.
Thanks.
That's
I was proud of that one.
I think it's better than Cousins. What do you think?
Yeah, don't love Cousins as a podcast nickname.
Pretty straightforward.
But yeah, it is what it is.
It's not bad.
Yeah.
Trey.
How about Skip Bayless and Rick Bayless do a podcast?
Okay.
They're brothers.
Wow,
How weird is that?
Yeah, that's a good point.
It would be called Say Less. I want to hear less from Skip and more from Rick.
Oh, I like that.
Tell me about your tortillas. Tell me about your salsas. Tell me what's going wrong with Naji Marshall's Chipotle order.
Yeah, for those that don't know,
Yeah, Rick
explain
Bayless,
who
the
Rick
celebrity
Bayless-
chef,
yeah,
of
okay.
course.
Yeah.
I have many delicious Mexican-inspired restaurants,
Yes.
primarily in Chicago. He loves Oaxacan cheese, and so do I.
Yeah, me too.
But he's the brother of Skip
He's
Bayless.
the brother of
Crazy.
Skip Bayless.
That is
It's
wild.
really weird.
You could put that cheese on your poutine, man.
Wow.
I don't know.
You should open a
Yeah,
restaurant.
you could.
It's melty, though, I guess, right?
Yeah.
Frontera Grills poutine from Rick Bayless. Sounds good.
All right, JD, what's your podcast called?
I would like the Coen brothers to start a podcast. I'm still working on the name. This podcast really ties the room together. Number one choice.
Okay.
You know, Big
Yeah.
Lebowski. But they're older guys, so no podcast for young men or a podcast for old men.
Hey.
One or the other. Anyway,
They all work.
yeah.
No podcast for young men.
Yeah, no podcast for young men. I like it. Just a couple of old guys talking about movies.
It'd be great.
All right, second one. Tyrese Maxey is getting his first signature shoe. Seems a little late, New Balance. He's been great for a while, and it's coming later in 2026. That's too late. What's an endorsement that's taking too long to happen? Skeets.
Well, I said I was going to go back to the dunk contest. What's taken so long for somebody? I've said Drake before. I don't know. It could be some Saudi prince for all I care. To put up a bunch of money to the dunk contest winner. Let's go.
$10
Just
billion.
come, whatever.
Yeah.
Somebody do it. Save it. It will save it. I'm convinced if somebody put up $1 million or whatever, that we'd get some bigger names, some maybe young stars that want to make $1 million bucks. I can't believe it hasn't happened. I really thought Drake was going to do it at one point, but I feel like, I don't know, maybe that ship has sailed at this point.
Maybe we need to rely on Mr. Beast.
Yes, yeah, maybe. Yeah.
Come on, Mr.
Maybe.
Beast, save us.
So somebody putting up $1 million plus to the dunk contest winner.
Makes sense. I mean, Drake has his gambling app, right?
Yeah,
why
whatever it is,
Why
yeah.
doesn't FanDuel or DraftKings or somebody say, hey,
I don't know.
let's go hand in hand here and offer somebody $1 million? It makes sense.
I mean, maybe a problem is the dunk contest is sponsored by one of these companies. Like everything is sponsored here. I don't know who's doing it this year, but like maybe there's a conflict of interest there. Like whoever's doing it, I guess like AT&T, let's say, whatever,
Yeah.
or Verizon or whoever, and they're like, oh no, we don't want another company then coming over top, but they should anyway,
Okay.
and the NBA should allow it.
It was the AT&T slam dunk
Yeah, see?
recently.
Which always pissed me off because that worked so much better when it was the AT&T 3-point shootout,
Calling long distance.
right?
Yep.
And then obviously, what happened? Sprite got involved.
Starry.
Sorry, Starry.
Starry range.
And they should flip them. It should be the Starry slam dunk and the AT&T 3-point contest. Calling long distance.
I hope it's Sprite. Kids don't like Starry in comparison to Sprite.
How do you know?
I got kids. I sent a photo of myself with the lime and lemon mascot.
Okay.
Oh yeah.
And they always remember that photo. And then we go, we're in a soda fridge, and they see, no, that's not Sprite. I ain't having that. You know, They got Sprite on the brain. Well, lime and lemon. I mean, hold on, were those guys Starry? Lime and lemon?
Yeah.
That's what I thought.
Yeah, but Sprite's better.
That's crazy.
I've never seen somebody drink a Starry in real life.
I drink one every day.
Here?
Do you like it?
Fucking love Starry.
I've never seen you drink one. Ever.
Look in that fridge right now.
All right.
You go check the fridge while I talk
go
about
check the
this
fridge.
answer. How?
A Starry box right here.
Exactly.
Yeah, there's a full-on box of Starry here.
Exactly.
These zero sugar ones.
Holy
Zero
crap.
sugar. Yeah.
Take a look at that.
Zero sugar.
Yeah.
But I've never
Every day.
seen
There
you
we go.
drink one.
That's
Well,
your
because
thing.
I always put it in my little
Your little mug?
my mug, my tumbler. Yeah.
Who can forget Salt Lake City All-Star? These just sitting outside our doors.
Oh,
Yeah,
God, it
that's
changed
the
my life.
only-
Changed my life.
So it worked. It literally worked on you.
100% worked.
All you had to do was drink 12 of them over an All-Star weekend,
Yeah.
and then you were set. You're a Starry guy.
Maybe I just haven't had enough. It's like olives where you got to eat however many of them
Yeah.
before you like them. You got
acquired
to
taste.
Crack 12
Starries and then you're
Let's chug a couple Starries here.
Trey, what's an endorsement that's taking too long to happen?
How recently did you say this Naji Marshall thing happened?
It's this week.
It was this week?
Yeah.
What's up with dude wipes? They're usually all over anything poop related.
Right, yeah.
Anything that happens, they're like, we'll sponsor that.
Yeah.
We'll somehow give you money. They sponsored the Cleveland Browns just because of their name.
Yeah.
So they got to get in touch with each other. I'm sure Naji would say yes.
Yeah.
Absolutely.
Wipe it up. Dude wipes. Wow. I mean, Mark Cuban invested. I know he's no longer like the technical owner of the Dallas Mavericks, but there's got to be a relationship there. He can easily put my guy Megan in touch with Naji Marshall, send him a package of wipes.
No doubt.
Yes.
Sure.
JD,
Absolutely.
what's the endorsement you're looking at?
I'm waiting for my Starry.
Yep.
Yeah. At this point.
It's taking too long.
Not an ad. But yeah, me. How many times have I drank a Guinness on this show?
Many times.
At least 25 times. Guys, where's my Guinness endorsement deal?
We should have like a keg here and
Yeah.
stuff. Yeah.
Yeah, like just a tap
Yeah.
of Guinness.
Is that what you're going to request, though? Not a canned.
No, I want a tap. The cans are fine, but you know, you want a draft of Guinness. Mm-hmm. You know, anyway, that's it. It's just a complaint, not really an answer.
Makes sense, though. All right, this last one's a weird one. This is an Instagram post. Okay, I'll read it.
Yeah.
Quote, word for word. Some girl turned 36 today. She posted, "My Marcus Smart year. SMH, I don't think it worked like that. Can't just name any player, man. This is going to be a terrible year for her if it's her Marcus Smart year." End IG post. All right, that's what it was. That's what it was. Some guy, I believe he was a man, calling out a girl for saying, "This is going to be my Marcus Smart year." So what do you think? Will she have a terrible year like this person does?
Yes. it will be as bad and as uninspired and weird as this question. Because I love the concept of this rapid fire question. But yes, she will have a terrible year.
Well, why do you say that?
Just because I need to say yes or no.
Fair answer. Trey, do you have another answer?
I think she's
Or-
going to have a better year than the last 2 years.
Okay.
Just like Marcus Smart.
Good one.
Okay.
Okay.
Okay, JD.
Interesting. Huh. You know,
This girl's going to have a good year.
I think she's gonna have a fine year. Here's the thing, though: is this is as good as it's gonna get for her because she's 36. I mean,
No.
It's over? You're saying it's over?
You didn't find Starry until you were in your 40s.
that's
well into
true,
your
but it
40s.
didn't make my year.
Oh.
So you know, I don't know. As an older guy, I'm just like looking back. Look, you're as hot as you're gonna be right now. This is as good as it gets for you.
Yeah, that's
All
cutthroat.
downhill after
Today,
36.
today you look the best you're gonna ever look. This is for everybody across the board.
That's not true, and I'll tell you why. Did you see this guy?
Hey, I don't
I'm
say
pointing
that.
at Task Mellis. We've been sharing a lot of like, yeah. We've been sharing a lot of like older clips because
Yeah,
we're celebrating
yeah.
20 years. So there's a lot of older clips of Task from 20 or 10 or 15 years ago.
Yeah.
I'm sorry, Task Mellis looks way hotter than he did 15 years ago.
JD, are you
That
getting?
was before 36, though. Look at 36.
Look at 36 specifically.
36.
Yeah, that's
How
what
old
we're
are
talking
you?
about.
You're 45.
44.
44. Okay, so we got to go 8 years ago exactly.
8 years ago.
I'm David Lee.
telling you,
I'm
he
David
was-
Lee age.
Look, the man he's a great looking guy.
Well,
Well, are you going gender specific with this
Nope.
Instagram poster?
Nope.
Because it sounded like you're getting. Okay, can we also note why she called it the Marcus Smart year? Marcus Smart does wear the number 36.
oh yeah.
Yeah.
But this it feels like this guy doesn't take that into account at all. Because he just says
Well,
you
isn't
can't
he
just
saying
pick
you
a
can't
number.
just pick random
Yeah, that's
players.
Yeah.
Yeah.
But like, I mean, there's not a lot of great 36s. It's like Rasheed Wallace is probably the best
Oh, I forgot about
NBA 36.
Shaq wore 36 once.
that. Oh yeah.
A Shaq Celtics 36. I'll take a Marcus Smart over a Shaq,
Yeah.
a Shaq 36. What's your year? You said
44.
44. Hank Aaron year. That's a good one.
Hank Aaron. Oh,
Yeah,
great
Jerome
one.
Bettis.
Jerome Bettis. Yeah, the
Oh, I
bus.
forgot
the
about
bus.
that.
Great running back. What's your year?
I'm 40. Well, how old am I? 45. Right now, I'm 45.
Nice. So you're in your Jordan return year. Donovan Mitchell year. That's a good one.
Oh, Donovan Mitchell, yeah.
Spider-Man.
I said David Lee as in my former teammate David Lee, not that David Lee. But anyway, just because he was a 44.
Okay.
I always remember David Lee.
Yeah.
You know?
Humbers for me. That's
Yeah.
44.
Really is not
He
a
was-
lot
he
of
was-
guys in NBA history to wear number 36.
There's not. It's a weird basketball
Yeah.
number.
I mean, we said Shaq, who
Yeah.
wore it with the Celtics. Dave Cowens, I guess, he wore it with the Bucks one year.
Oh,
Paul Silas wore it with the Sonics. Rashid, you said. That's
Yep.
one of the best players
That's a
here.
good one. That's a good
Kevon Looney wore it for the Warriors. But yeah, Royal Ivy,
Tough year.
Omri
Might have to skip this
Caspi.
one.
Yeah, we're getting into some names here. Mike Price. Not Mark Price. Mike Price.
I didn't know that was a guy.
I didn't know that was a guy either.
I thought it
should-
was cool knowing
Who
Brent
is that?
Price. Yeah.
yeah. They should
What's your year, JD?
Start a podcast.
55.
Oh, that's a cool number. Lance Briggs, if you ask me.
55, JD?
Yeah.
Oh, Jason Williams.
Ooh,
White
good
chocolate
one.
year.
Good one.
Okay. Sure.
Lots of guys in the NBA have worn 55.
Yep.
I might take
He has
back
a
what I said
podcast.
because I'm better looking now than I was last year and every year before that. So, you know what?
Yeah.
For this Marcus Smart
Trending up.
lady, it's only getting better for her.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah, with the way people are aging these days. Yeah,
Exactly.
Yeah, I agree.
I agree.
All right, so that's the end of a great effort by everybody to answer an odd question to end rapid fire.
Good.
Great effort.
Trying
Great
to
effort.
see if there's ever been. Oh, yeah. I'm an idiot. I was trying to see if there's ever been a Hall of Famer to wear number 55. I forgot one. Dikembe Mutombo.
Great one.
Yes.
A great
Mutombo year.
The late, great Dikembe Mutombo. Okay, that's rapid fire. Not so rapid, but man, it was fire. A couple founding member shout
Wait,
outs.
no.
No. Okay. What?
I don't have them.
Next week we do.
Next week. Let's push them to next week.
What happened? Just like
I
forgot to look at the
totally
doc. Go to the bottom of the doc.
It was literally on the next page, and I was
Deep.
like, rapid fire. It's like, oh, okay, that's the end of the
Feels
show.
like
the
Yeah,
end.
it's because we didn't do it last week with Lily here.
Yeah,
Right.
so that's my bad.
That's all right.
There are founding members.
There's only two right now. We're almost caught up,
Yeah.
but we're never going to get to these two names at the pace we're going.
No. We're getting to
week.
them next week, regardless. All right.
Hang tight. Does that mean no buffs traders promo?
That is what that means.
Wow. You really just stopped reading the doc at some point. Okay.
Real Ron Burgundy over here.
It's like, that's enough. I've seen enough. We did what you
Block.
got.
Come on, F block. That looks crazy.
Well, if you are a fan of traders and no buffs in particular, we do have a podcast today. We usually have been doing it on the weekends with traders because they drop so many episodes on Thursday night, but we're down to one episode a night, so it's a lot more manageable. And Trey Kirby joins us in the turret today.
Yeah, I can't wait to say mierda.
So we're going to hear all of TK's thoughts on not only last night's episode 6, but first 5 episodes of the season. And Nora will be here, and obviously JD and myself. So yeah, join us at 1 p.m. Eastern over on the No Buffs YouTube account, or obviously subscribe to No Buffs on Apple or Spotify or wherever you listen to the podcast. Just one to break down, but got a little spicy because the traders may have started to turn on each other here. That's always a fun element of this game. So anyway, 1 o'clock today. Otherwise, we'll see you here in No Dunks Land on Monday at 10 a.m. Eastern. Hopefully we'll be here. Some crazy weather hitting the States, especially southern U.S. This weekend. Expecting like an ice storm here. So everybody stay safe and stay off the roads if we do hit this ice. And maybe we'll have to do it from the yard if we can't drive on Monday. But who knows? Who knows? We'll play it by ear.
Yeah.
I'm not a meteorologist. I don't know.
No one knows.
I'm not Ella Dorsey. Is that her name?
Yeah, I think that's it. Pretty sure.
I took a stab at it. I think I was like,
think
last
it
name's
is.
Dorsey. Is it Ella? She's a meteorologist here in Atlanta. Anyway, we'll see you guys either later today on No Buffs or on Monday here in No Dunks. Till then, Clipper Bros.
You heard it here first. Have a great time. Turn up. Love you guys. Awesome.
Thanks for joining us, and remember, we will see you Monday. No matter what Ella Dorsey says, we will see you in some way, shape, or form on Monday.
Well, what if the power goes out? What if we lose power? You know, you get
Well,
all
you're
these
gonna-
ice on
worry
these
in the
branches.
house.
They take down power lines. We're out without power.
Charge your phones and charge your power supplies, your battery
Charge your
powers.
blocks.
Yeah,
Your blocks,
I got a real problem with that though. My phone, I can't charge like with a cable. I have to put it on a thing. Yeah. I need a new phone is what I'm getting at.
Yeah.
It won't charge with
won't
the
charge.
cable.
Huh.
Yeah. So you guys will have to do the show.
Hopefully. Hopefully we get a show. You know? The ice.
Unless I get a new
I'm
phone.
mostly
this
worried
week.
about branches. I'm totally with you.
course.
I hate those branches.
Yeah, man.
Still charge it to
say
100p before we start.
Oh, but not if the
kill.
power goes out on Saturday.
Oh,
By
yeah,
the time Monday, you don't want me to look at my phone all weekend?
No. That's the best part about losing power.
Read a book
live.
by candlelight.
Candlelight.
Just
Yeah.
Laura was she's just bragging how many taper candles she has. She's like, don't worry,
Be
you can
safe with
read.
those too. Yeah. Don't worry, you can read.
It's like, well, good thing I got 4 books from the library.
Nice, good.
We don't actually have that combative of a relationship when we're just talking about things. Yeah, I will read, okay?
Do you think we're gonna get any exploding trees?
I hope not.
Yeah.
Sounds bad, but looks cool. Bad for nature.
Bad for nature.
Cool for eyes.
Brace the weekend, people.